All right, so today we're going to answer some viewer questions, and it's going to start right now. What's our first question on the list?
We get questions like this a lot, and for good reason. Can you tour some of the new construction in San Diego area?
We actually are going to do that for the first time next week. So I think we're going to go check out Canopy Grove in Escondido because they already have all their models up there. They're probably about halfway through their phases. So that's probably going to be the first one we're going to do. Some of the other ones
We're going to do a video.
We're going to do a video tour of that community.
Yes.
We're also going to plan on doing one for like Merch 56 and 3 routes in Sorrento Mesa, but those right now are currently just a big pile of dirt.
Yep.
So not much of a tour on that one. But Canopy Grove is completely built out and about halfway through their phases. So that will be a good tour. And that's from our friend Trucky Ducky. Remember Trucky?
Ducky,
yeah. He was on our live stream. So hello, Trucky. Hopefully we'll formally meet you one day.
This is not really a question. This
I know.
is just
Sometimes
a comment.
I just throw
I think
comments.
you put this on here just to shame me, but somebody wrote, love the video. Courtney, that is way too high for electricity, girl.
And this is in regards to our cost of living when Courtney's electric bill was over $500.
It was not over $500. I said there was a month that it was between, it was around $500.
And as we all know, Courtney really enjoys her air conditioning and likes to run it at a cool 68 degrees.
So, you know, I actually went home and talked about that, and I think I revised it, and I think it's even colder. It's less, it's lower than 68.
It's
Sometimes
freezing
I'll do
in
like
our house.
66.
That's chilly.
Yeah, I want to wear a sweatshirt sometimes.
You guys look like you have fun together. It would be ideal to have a working situation like that. I'm watching all your vids trying to decide what neighborhood area they're to land in, coming from Virginia, so probably can't go wrong. Laugh out loud, Ashley.
Oh, well.
Well, thank you, Ashley. I appreciate that. We're actually potentially growing the team here soon, so if anybody's ever interested, feel free to reach out.
Wait, what?
Could happen. We're getting busy.
Am I losing my job?
in addition to you, Courtney.
Guys, I just found out.
Yeah.
I'm off the 50-16.
I tried to tell her during the video so she wouldn't freak out.
I can't freak out.
Yes, exactly.
Oh no.
Some of the worst air quality in the nation. Don't go out in the summer. Sturgill Cobb.
Sturgill Cobb, I don't know. I religiously check the air quality meter almost every day on my weather app on my phone. I have kids that are asthmatic. I am on this, and I just don't know if I totally agree. Worst air quality in the nation. I don't know. That's a big fact.
I mean, Southern California is known to have the best air quality in the world, but I definitely don't think it's the worst. So to say to not go out during the summertime, I think is a little absurd.
And you were saying before, because of the topography, not necessarily just pollution, but the topography and the way we have, you know,
the way San Diego is situated, sometimes
on the coast,
if there is some emissions pollution, it kind of gets stuck in certain spots. And depending, because we're so hilly here, you know, I'm not a weather man, but last year it was rated 39 on the air quality index, which is actually considered good.
Yeah, so
at least it's trending in the right direction.
So I don't know. Awesome video. Do you know what it's like for the teachers in San Diego? I'm just wondering, as I'm in college becoming a tech teacher. That's Samuel Godson.
Well, we have plenty of schools to choose from here, that's for sure.
We do, and it seems that there's no shortage of positions for teachers.
Yeah, we have some friends that are teachers.
We do.
That we could probably happily ask and see what the competition level is for teachers. So.
Yeah, I can only really speak for where we are here in the Poway Unified School District, but as you know, San Diego County is huge and there's lots of different school districts, but I mean, I think teachers, I don't know where I'm going.
They're in demand.
I think they're in demand.
Like the higher rated schools will probably have more competition to get into them. It's just my guess, but I don't know that for a fact. But we can definitely ask around some of our teacher friends and see what they say.
Find out what it's like for teachers. Raymond Chow said, do not buy until the end of 2022. The inventory will return and the prices will be lower. Okay, well, I don't 100% agree with that. And also the prices could be higher in 2022. So, I mean, will there be a pullback eventually? Yes, I think there will be, but I don't think it's gonna make a big enough difference to wait till 2022 to do it. You'll have a higher interest rate most likely in 2022, and maybe the prices dip, 3 to 5%. But is that enough to wait till 2022 to buy a home? I mean, I wish I knew. If I could predict the future, I'd be a much richer man, but unfortunately I cannot. You have no crystal ball.
But I think it's just got to do whatever is right for you. If you need to buy a home right now or really want to buy a home, you should do it. If you're going to be in it for longer than 5 years. If it's more of a starter home, you're only going to be from 3 to 5 years, I probably wouldn't buy it right now.
What part of San Diego do you guys live in? I live in New Jersey, and I'm looking to relocate.
Well, we
what's
live.
What's up, New Jersey?
Yeah, what's up, New Jersey? Jersey girl or boy, whoever you are. We live in North County, just off the 56 freeway, in the Rancho Penasquitas area. So that's I think that was from our video. We did the tour because we didn't actually really specify.
Of our favorite.
I realized that
was our own neighborhood.
Our favorite neighborhood. We didn't really specify exactly where we were in that video, so I apologize for that.
Just showing
I know,
up, right?
people just show up on our door.
Knocking on your door.
They want selfies,
They want to talk about your electric car.
Exactly.
They want to see how my air conditioning feels.
Or our favorite donut shop.
Oh
perhaps.
Man, yeah.
I'll talk about that all day.
Yeah.
Big one: UTC, Solana Beach, Cardiff by the Sea, Del Mar, Torrey Pines, La Jolla, and Pacific Beach, in my opinion, are much nicer than North Park, Hillcrest, Little Italy, and Normal Heights. They are two completely different parts of the city with vastly different people. That's from Pat R70.
Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
Everyone has their own particular neighborhood that they are drawn to, whether it's metro, whether it's beach.
Yeah.
So to say one's nicer than the other, these are also much more expensive than all the other ones. So you can't compare ones that are super expensive to ones that are less expensive. So I was trying to this was about the millennial video. So yes, those areas are super nice, but sometimes millennials are in the slightly lower purchase price.
Yeah.
So I was trying to give more affordable options, which is one of the reasons I gave
And I think what this person said here, saying that they think one's nicer than the other, and then mentioning they're two completely different parts of the city with vastly different people, I think that's what makes them great.
Yeah,
because they are so different.
There's a neighborhood here for everybody in San Diego.
Yeah, exactly. You may not be
looking for... And this guy,
for...
Pat R, seems to like those. Obviously, all the beautiful beach communities he likes.
Sure.
Which I think all these people would also like that.
And Hillcrest and Little Italy and Normal Heights, those places have so much character, so much going on.
Very charming.
Very charming.
Yes.
Lots to do, very walkable, fun, young, vibrant people. I always say vibrant because I feel like Hillcrest is so vibrant. It's like your favorite word, vibrant. It is so vibrant. So
it's a good word.
I mean, I may politely disagree that
I agreed.
One is nicer than the other. This was an interesting question. Yeah. I am legally blind. How is public transportation? Is life doable without a car? That's Mike Karsuck who wrote that. That's a good question.
I would say that public transportation is not great in San Diego.
I agree.
You could probably get away with it in more of the metro areas.
Sure.
That to have a little bit more public transportation. But if you're in North County, I think it would be
really
almost
difficult.
Impossible.
And it's very spread out.
But if you're in the metro areas or downtown San Diego, you could probably get away with it. We do have the trolley systems that go around there. But it really depends on where you're working or what you do for a living or how you live. So if you're in the city area, I think you'd get away with it. North County, not really possible.
Well, if you were in a beach community and you didn't need to leave the community very often, if you were in like an Encinitas or a Cardiff and you just wanted to walk and you could get, but leaving your little beach community would be difficult because you do have to get on the freeway a lot of times to get anywhere else. So it depends on how much you need to get around, I would say.
Agreed. Best Cali burrito in San Diego County is Calima's in North Park. This is from Diego Cortez. So I have not tried that California burrito.
No, but I would love to.
But now that he's brought it up, I'm actually getting very hungry.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll try that after this video is over.
I wish Diego would tell us how is this California burrito different than all the other ones, or what makes it so much better.
Does it have guacamole? Does it have, what kind of salsa does it put in it?
Is there pico in there? Is it just simple? Is there sour cream? Better be sour cream.
There's so much variety that it could go in.
There is.
It's just like saying which one's the best.
I know, it's hard. That's really hard, but I would like to know about Calima's, so.
Yeah, we'll check it out.
Yeah. What is the minimum salary required to live in San Diego? Someone asked that during the live, the YouTube live that we did as well, and that was tough. And I felt really put on the spot.
Well, it's a very difficult question to answer because it depends.
To answer that question.
A single person living in San Diego probably could live off of $50,000 to $60,000 with no other, if you don't have a lot of debts.
Right.
But if if you're a family of four or five, you're probably going to need to be $100K plus at least.
Yes.
It also depends on what part of San Diego you're in, so it's kind of a general. It's hard to answer it 100%, but I think that's probably a good rule of thumb because it's not a cheap city. So
no, it's not. It is expensive.
But there's also a lot of things you can do here for free. So it really depends on your lifestyle and what you like to do and where you like to eat. Do you cook a lot? Do you go out to eat a lot?
Right.
It can get really expensive really quick.
Right. Okay, this is from LA Woman.
Oh, she got comments on our videos.
She's been living in San Diego for 6 months already. I'm so close to Balboa Park, but still have not explored the entire park. I need a big map of the park. it's such a beautiful place. Your video is helpful. I agree, Balboa Park is lovely. It is beautiful. A little more difficult to explore it right now during, we're still lifting these restrictions, you know, with the pandemic and everything. But once everything is reopened, we should do a really in-depth video on Balboa Park because it is quite a
I think this summertime we're going to be out there more often, trying to get out in public a little bit more instead of just the sit down ones.
Yeah, I have some really good advice for you know, because I get that that pass, that museum pass.
Oh yeah, the one you sneak in there.
It's not sneaking.
She gets it from Delaware because it was like 50% cheaper in Delaware, so she keeps renewing it. So.
Reciprocal museum.
It's called a scam. It's called a scam.
It is really not, and now you're gonna blow my cover. I'm gonna have the Delaware Museum of Natural History calling me. Okay, this says, let me ask you this. This is a long one. I have 2 kids going into high school and elementary school, so that is first and foremost my priority. But I'm also looking for a place where we can make friends in our late 40s. And I'm looking for a good music scene since I play guitar. Can you give me an idea for some neighborhoods to start scouting? I'm also a contractor, so handyman special houses are right up my alley. Also, urban bike riding and being able to bike to breweries is the icing on the cake. This is a tall order.
I feel like I want to hang out with this guy.
This is Matt Mayotte. I don't think you'd have any trouble, actually, you know, ticking off a lot of these. The schools are really great in a lot of areas in San Diego County. You can definitely make friends with people in your late 40s. I know specifically like the area that we live in, Poway, Rancho Penasquitos, Torrey Highlands, Carmel Valley has a lot of that sort of age demographic.
And you'll meet a lot of people from school, like your kid's school. That's kind of where we meet a lot of our friends.
Music scene, as far as a music scene, that's kind of a little tougher in the suburbs, but obviously downtown. There's some great places to go to see music, and even in some of the beach areas.
Yeah, Solana Beach has got a great music venue over there.
I like that one,
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it is. But there's smaller, bigger venues, all kinds of stuff like that. So, and handyman special.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of fixers here in San Diego.
Yeah.
We could use more contractors here because the contractors here are completely slammed. I would definitely look in the metro areas because those are probably more... They're older homes, so they could probably use a little more TLC too. So that's a good place to check out. I had to like this video just off her singing Beyonce at the beginning. Laugh out loud, Kenyan Rosé. So we just did a cost of living video and we went through all our bills, and in the beginning, Courtney was singing Beyonce's...
It was Destiny's Child.
Oh, sorry.
It was Destiny's Child. Still Beyonce.
Yeah, still Beyonce, which was, I think it's called Bills, right?
It is. Bills,
My Audible Bills, yeah. I don't know if you guys know this, Courtney is kind of the queen of karaoke, so maybe we'll get some video evidence of that one day, but she loves karaoke.
Nobody needs that.
She loves it.
Nobody needs to see that. Your viewership would go way down. It would go way down. Okay, this person says born and raised in San Diego, 61 years. It's okay.
Okay, well you've been here 61 years. Seems like you like it all right.
I know, right? Yeah, hey, can't be all bad if you've stayed for 61 years.
Yeah, should be all right. Next year I will move to San Diego as an exchange student. Greetings from Bavaria, Germany. Oh, we've gone international. We finally made it. Well, thank you. If you guys ever have questions about it, from moving from a different country, we'd be happy to help you.
Yeah, that was someone else also had that question. They were moving from Canada. We had Claudia Rojas asking, I'm a Canadian looking to move to the US, and I wanted to ask if by chance you can point me to someone that could help me understand the process on moving to the US permanently. So,
hopefully we can find out more information, talk to somebody that knows more about this, and we can make a video about it. Hopefully that will be helpful for people watching us from around the globe.
I'm surprised how many times people actually do ask that question.
Yeah, we get a lot of international people reaching out to us too.
Yeah, we do.
So we'll work on a video.
We need to research that. Suit and tie versus casual, on time versus California when you get there time. Crazy prices and maniac traffic jams, tie.
Okay.
East Coast equals people you can count on. West Coast equals lots of flakes and temporary relationships. But great weather-wise. That's from Al Anderson.
This was based on our East Coast versus West Coast living. So I agree with most of those, except for that one part about the temporary relationships.
I
think we've made some great friends here that I'm sure we'll be friends for life.
Yeah.
So I have great friends from the East Coast that I will also have friends for life. So I don't 100% agree with that comment, but everything else I think was probably pretty accurate.
Yeah. I agree, and yeah, lots of flakes. Sure, there's flakes everywhere.
Yeah, there's flakes on the East Coast.
Flakes on the East Coast too. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Great weather-wise is definitely for sure very true. Suit and tie versus casual.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, my husband moving from the East Coast, even though he's from here, but worked on the East Coast for many, many years and then came out here and back into an office setting was like, oh, people are in flip-flops and cargo shorts at the office.
Yeah.
Like, just is a little bit laid back.
It is a little more laid back. You remember Kirby and Catherine, like, oh, I just got to get used to this more casual lifestyles. We're a little more laid back here.
It is a little more
He just wasn't
laid
used
back.
to it. He was from New Jersey, so a little bit different. So, and I think in a good way. I kind of enjoy this way of life. So, no one's in a rush, which can be kind of annoying sometimes. Like when you're trying to,
when you're
trying to order food or something, they're just taking a good time.
Meet a deadline, and people are really.
But overall, I think people are just a little bit more easygoing.
Yeah, sure. San Diego is my favorite city in California, second to San Francisco. And I still haven't made up my mind whether or not I would like to move to San Francisco or San Diego. It's a tough decision for me to make. That's Angelo Adams. I think, again, as there was another comment there, the weather in San Diego can't be beat. I love San Francisco, yes. There's so much to see, so much to do. It's such an interesting city history-wise and culture-wise, and it is really cool, and it's like moody, and I love it. The weather does contribute, but then sometimes you want some sunshine too. Sometimes you want to get out and have warm weather and days at the beach, and San Diego is really wonderful for that.
All right, so that was our video answering all our viewer questions out there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Keep an eye out for another YouTube live when you guys can kind of message in your questions and we can be happy to answer them for that. Answer for you guys. Next week we're going to do a little new construction video of Canopy Grove and Escondido, so keep an eye out for that.
Can't wait.
And if you guys ever have any questions, feel free to reach out. And if you're ever looking to buy a home in San Diego, we'd love to find your next home. Thanks for watching and catch us next week. Bye.
Bye.